I'm going to be completely honest with you. I never thought I'd be making this video. Why? Because I am the biggest op that Ubisoft has. I shit on them every opportunity, right? Y'all know I fucking hate them. I'm like, oh yeah, their games, cool ideas, poor execution, poor business model. Fuck Ubisoft every single chance I get. However, there's something I dislike even more than Ubisoft, and it is misrepresentation of information or things that people have said. Right? I am a very literal person at the core of my being, and that brings me to this. Y'all motherfuckers have been popping off about Ubisoft supposedly saying gamers should get more comfortable not owning their games, and then taking it in the sense that Ubisoft is trying to claim you don't own your video games, go fuck yourselves. When in reality, the original conversation was, hey, with the subscription-based model that we see in entertainment as a whole, as a medium, whether it's, you know, TV, movie streaming, that kind of thing, we're seeing a shift towards that. And for a lot of casual gamers, a lot of people are taking advantage of things like Game Pass and the lackluster PS Plus, and they're playing for a few hours here and there on new games as they release, and then they're jumping to the new one. But the thing is, a lot of this is taken out of context. Part of the conversation was when he said, consumers, they got comfortable not owning their CD collection or DVD collection. That's a transformation that's been a bit slower to happen in games. As gamers grow comfortable in that aspect, you don't lose your progress. If you resume your game at another time, your progress file is still there. That's not been deleted. You don't lose what you built in the game or your engagement with the game. So it's a feeling of comfortable with not owning your own game, which is understandable. A lot of us gamers like the sense of progression, collection, etc. And honestly, it's something that we kind of tie our emotions to, more so than just a TV show we sit down and watch. We acted upon these things that we play. We were a part of it, right? We inserted ourselves, a part of ourselves. What's important to keep in mind is, again, he wasn't saying, yo, you don't own your fucking video games and you're not going to own your video games in the future. Fuck off. He even said that the point is not to force users to go down one route or another. We offer purchase, we offer subscription, and it's the gamer's preference that is important here. But everybody wants to leave those details out, because what gets clicks to websites isn't, hey, we understand the industry's changing, and you realistically, you know, if you're a casual gamer, it might benefit you to get a subscription, play a game for a few hours, hop to the next one, play a game for a few hours, hop to the next one. Or if you're hardcore into a specific franchise or something, it might be worth just buying the game and fucking clocking out the 100, 600, 500, 1,000 hours. Give me 1 second, I got a call. And regardless of how many hours you choose to put into one game or another, I think something that's important to point out here is with the continuation of subscription-based games, much like with Netflix, much like with Amazon, much like with other carriers for TVs and movies, those games won't always stay on the platform. And the discoverability of maybe lesser known developers' games could be less, right? If we switch fully to a subscription-based model, we have to put our full trust in these groups, these conglomerates that are dropping their subscription models to pack it full of games that we want to see. Now, that might mean that some games come out better play tested or worse or whatever. We only get AAA, maybe some AA games, but what does it mean we're missing? And that's the one nice thing about having the option to have access to both. Still being able to buy your own games and have the subscription is if you want to pay $15, $20, $30 a month, whatever it is, to have a large catalog of on-demand, downloadable, or streamable games, you can have that, but you can still own your games if you just buy them digitally or physically. And at the end of the day, this executive at Ubisoft wasn't saying, hey guys, go fuck yourselves, get used to not owning your shit because it's going to be subscription only. Again, they were just saying, if you're gonna go down that route, we need to get used to not owning our games as consumers. The more this becomes the norm, the more we're just gonna have to be okay with not owning the actual game. Just having the progress saved on our console cloud, whatever. It's really not that serious. I just get slightly tilted when people misrepresent information on purpose or out of sheer ignorance. It's tiresome, you know, but this is the internet. What are we gonna do? You know? Anyways, that's all from me. Can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye.